Oh, we're recording?
Well, now we are.
Oh. Banter before the actual pod starts. Banter. Lovely banter.
Banter. Let's go in For No Reason Radio episode. What are we on?
It doesn't matter.
Come on.
It doesn't matter.
You're right. They all kind of flow together. It's really one episode just cut up into several
It's one
parts.
year-long episode eventually. Remember, when
I
we get
think
to
it's-
100, we stop.
I think it's 23 or 24. Don't quote me. Don't quote me.
When we get to 100, if we don't have a certain number of subscribers, you'll never hear from us again. But
You're stuck with us.
Yeah. Goodbye forever.
What have you been up to? What have you been watching?
A bunch of nonsense. What would have been watching Invincible, trying to keep up with the kids. I know you haven't watched it in years.
I fell off of after season 1.
Right.
And then
well,
because there was like a
it really got
couple year
better.
gap before seasons, I feel.
There was, because they didn't realize the potential that the memes got hold of it, and then it took off, and then they threw more people at it. Now they can kind of crank them out. But that being said, the animation, you can tell they got a lot of people working on some scenes, and then they got a lot of other people just kind of like
just for the action.
Progress this along until we get to the part where we can animate Mark's hair. And you can
Each follicle.
Literally, yes. Today, I just watched the newest Conquest fight today, and I'm like, "There's the money. There's the money right
That's
there."
The budge.
When his hair reacts correctly to the way he's
it's not
going,
just one solid piece.
It's not just one asset that they just like they just click it on. No, you can tell when it's like, okay, they got about 10 or 12 people on this one instead of 6 or 7. But there's a couple of scenes in it where it's like, this is just drag and click and drag. Like it's rough in spots. That being said, they nail it.
It's good.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've heard about a lot of people that are against the whole AI thing. It's like, if you want us to be like not using AI, we got to reuse some assets, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to take time if you want a quality product. Sorry.
Like, what is it? The biggest example I saw was Resident Evil Requiem. Like, they use pretty much the same maps, and they just like, all right, let's kind of make it look run down and rubbly,
Yeah, which is fine. It's there in the same spot anyway. You don't want to do it from the ground up. Like, that's stupid.
Yeah. If it's done well, it can work. But yeah, that's cool. I feel like I've fallen off a lot of the Amazon Prime shows. It's like,
yeah. Did you watch any of the Fallout at all?
I haven't watched after the first season.
Me neither.
I haven't watched.
I don't remember what happened.
I think I only watched like 2 seasons of The Boys, and that's ending. Like the final trailer for
final season.
The final season.
In fact,
came
just
out.
a couple hours ago, they dropped an in-universe promo for a podcast called Manhandling. In universe, so it's like the deep and
It's like, is it one you can actually listen to?
I don't know. They just dropped a trailer for it.
I feel like that'd be something they do.
It's just like,
because they had
the whole manosphere thing.
They had a whole like spin-off series, didn't they? That I'd never touched.
Oh,
it's like House of V.
Gen V.
Gen V. Yeah, I never saw it.
You're not missing much.
And then what was it? Rings of Power. I stopped after first season. Never got into that.
Well, that was just insulting. Yeah, it's absolutely. Ugh. God.
Like, how do they get me to come back? It's like, I don't know. Prime needs to figure out what they want to be, because it's never going to be like, I know, like HBO kind of has that title of, all right, we're the prestige TV. Like,
I mean, they gave themselves that title.
Well, I mean, they kind of earned it.
Okay.
Like I feel like when you have generational like runs with like Sopranos, The Wire,
HBO Glazer,
Game of Thrones, even though Game of Thrones completely dropped the ball the last 2 seasons. And no one likes House of the Dragon. Like, no one likes
that. One's the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms people seem to like.
People like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the Pit now.
Big Pit guy.
I know you're a big Pit guy. Is that what you've been watching?
Yeah, I think they have 1 or 2 more episodes left this season.
Okay. I'm just I want them all to come out, and then I'll get
just
HBO and
just binge it.
because I don't want to have to be like, know what's gonna
Yeah.
what's gonna happen to Robbie.
Start itching like. Yeah, we'll talk about the pit one of these episodes.
I'm sure once I binge it all in one day, I'll come in dressed as like as
doctor.
a resident.
Yeah. a lot of medical jargon you don't know. But yeah, what have I been watching? I did watch The Creator.
Yeah,
I told you about that the other day. Probably do a little bit of an episode on that. Is it
on Netflix?
Yeah. Is it overly hated? We'll answer that question
in 3 weeks' time.
Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, let's get into it. We have a movie that we're going to dissect later on, but let's get into some of the we're launching into the summer movie slate, right?
Sure.
A bunch of our picks are in there. I will.
Did you have Spider-Man?
I do not. I had Super
Why
Mario.
didn't either of us pick Spider-Man?
Because we don't believe in Tom. Like that's a failing on us, if anything.
Yeah. Are we hacks?
Let me double check.
Are we frauds? Guys, this won't be hard for anybody, but get in the comments and call us frauds. This isn't going to be hard.
Let me double check. Because actually, let's do a little refresher on where we're at with the draft. I won't give the scores. We'll keep those under lock and key until
they're
the time.
both terrible.
But we'll get into the dollar amounts because we've been making money, right? So
maybe
Wuthering Heights,
wow.
$239.4 million.
That's better than I thought.
We got points. The Bride, $23.4 million.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Chest pain.
Hold on. How to Make a Killing, my pick, $16.7 million.
All right. So are we basing it on how much it costs versus how much it made?
We're just going on what it brought in.
I feel like we maybe should have factored that into it. I feel like we should have, because like it's.
Well, I mean, like
How to Make a Killing it's not gonna make it. It's a small.
It's a small budget thing, and I think the Bride is a relatively lower budget thing too.
Yeah, and it just sucks.
And like the drama is a lower budget thing.
Yeah.
So Project Hail Mary, $420.5 million.
So far, it's still probably still.
It's
not closed yet.
I think it's gonna get 600-700 million maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's good territory to be in. That's franchise territory.
Oh, shut up! Just let things be.
Super Mario Galaxy movie, $372.4 million
in a week.
Yeah,
it sucks.
It broke a bunch of records.
But it sucks.
I saw a lot of your reviews. You guys suck. You're too harsh on a children's movie.
But it sucks.
But yeah, like everybody resounding. Who was it? Vanity Fair, one of the reviewers in one of these big magazines gave it a 0 out of 5. A 0. Little harsh.
Wow, still 320 something.
Yeah.
You said
372.
Whoa.
And then the drama with 26.2 million. Again, first week. That's a small A24 thing, so that has legs.
Sure.
These aren't dead in the water. And then for what's going to be coming, let's say the summer, we got Disclosure Day, we got Toy Story 5. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Moana, which is a counterpick of yours. I have Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which I don't know if I'm going to jump off of that one yet.
It looks cool.
It does.
The trailer.
That's what I'm saying. Like I saw like even some of the promotional like billboards I've seen. I was like, don't give me hope. Like I don't want to.
This looks awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to jump.
You might
have
snagged some crazy something like a
weapons type thing.
You might have scoped something out here.
I don't know. And that was scraping the barrel when I picked that one.
Yeah. This might be a freaking Trouble with the Curve situation here.
So Lee Cronin's Mummy, and then we have The Odyssey, and then it appears I did pick up Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Oh, you did get it?
I did. I didn't think I did, but I did.
I don't remember you getting it.
Did
you change that without telling me?
No. No, I didn't change any of these. And then I counterpicked Michael. That might bite me in the ass because people really seem to like those trailers.
Yeah.
I feel like people are we're going to forget all the stuff it's not showing. And then I also counterpicked Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. So we got a pretty draft heavy.
When does my Michael McDonough movie come out?
Look that up today. That comes out November 20th is when we're getting the scores.
Okay.
It's coming out November 6th.
All right.
So looking forward to that one. It does look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so my thing is kind of hinging on Lee Cronin's The Mummy. If that tanks, I'm really
I'm broke.
I'm relying on the heavies that I picked at the end of the year, which I hope land,
Sure.
you know. And then you got Werewolf capping off the end of the year. It's
You
literally
have to
like
say,
the last week.
you have to say it right.
Werewolf
Thank you.
with was it Robert Eggers?
Woof.
Yeah, so this week in film, we got The Woman of Tomorrow, the new Supergirl
That's this
movie.
week?
No. That last trailer came out this week,
Okay.
which is like
That
the
is
final
in
one.
May, though. That is
Yes.
early May.
Yeah. How you feeling about that?
I think it's a good feel-good movie, Tom. I feel like it's gonna be a good time. I hope the chuds are gonna be out in force for sure. There always is. But honestly, I didn't see much hate for it when Superman was out
Yeah.
for her casting and whatever.
No, I think it was a pleasant surprise for everybody involved.
I think it's gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna like destroy records. I think it's gonna do all right.
Billy Alcock looks good. I like
Fine.
I like seeing Jason Momoa in there. That was a fun little glimpse. I like how it kind of starts off with Superman kind of giving her like a voicemail.
Hey, stop. I think it's gonna be John Wick with a woman in space.
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
That's
because
literally it.
Crypto looks like he gets hurt. It's
He's
definitely
the crux of the movie, of the narrative.
it's giving. Don't be offended. I don't.
Impossible.
Don't be offended. It's giving me kind of Mandalorian, like space western kind of vibes.
Sure.
Is that fair to say?
I would imagine she hangs out in not so reputable
It
establishments.
looks grittier.
Like she's probably out on the edges of the systems because she thinks it's more fun.
Yeah,
That's probably why she's out. So yeah,
like on the fringes. Yeah, it does give off that vibe, and I do like that contrast with her, her cousin being the Boy Scout Superman.
I hope they don't lean too much into like
I'm
like,
a bad girl,
like girly pop. It's giving bubble pop.
Yeah, I feel like the only kind of movie that we can really
it doesn't look like it is.
No, to me the only movie it kind of that I would compare this to on like the Marvel side is the Marvels.
Don't do that.
No, well, no. I'm not saying it's like that movie, but like that's the only movie that kind of has a full female kind of lead. Like I wouldn't compare this to Black Widow. That movie is too grounded. There's not really any superpowers at all.
Yeah, this is more like I don't think her being a girl is really gonna matter too much.
No,
it's just kind of.
It shouldn't matter. Like
she's gonna go around, get beat up, beat people up, find the dog, go home, and she's gonna learn valuable lesson along the way, or she'll learn nothing at all. Probably nothing at all. She just wants the dog back.
Yeah, I like that angle. You can never go wrong with a dog. And then A24 Backrooms is another trailer that came out.
Why was this not on our radar at all?
I'm an A24 guy.
I don't know how we missed this. I didn't realize the cast was that crazy too. Academy Award winner, name I'm not going to try.
Is it Chetwe Ejiofor?
Yep.
Yep.
I love his work, but I don't want to offend anyone by mispronouncing.
I hope I got that right.
I loved him in Serenity. He was great in that.
He was in Doctor Strange. Yeah, the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
movie?
yeah. But Serenity, he was so evil in. I loved him.
Yeah, it looks really good.
The song that plays. There's a bunch of like trance music that I play when I go to the gym, and this is one of the songs, and I'm like, oh.
Have you ever played Backrooms?
It's not really a game, is it? It's more like a mod that's like added to other stuff.
It's kind of like a walking sim.
Yeah, I know, but it's like there's a bunch of mods that I wasn't aware of that it's an actual game. It's more like you add a Backrooms mod to other games.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. But it's I've asked young people, do I need to know anything? They're like, there really is.
There is no story, really. most of the ones that I've seen, it's literally like you can kind of escape. It's very difficult, but most of it is trying to stay after things that are following you. I don't know if they're going to do that in the script. It doesn't look like it. It just kind of seems like weird things go on in the back rooms as opposed to, a particular entity they're trying to
Yeah, I'm
highlight.
worried about adding a narrative to this.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna add to, but honestly, atmospherically, it looks fantastic.
It's really good.
When's this
kind
come out? End of the month? Dang.
May 29th. Yeah.
Dang.
It definitely has that liminal Severance kind of style
Sure.
to it that I'm really down with.
So hot right now.
I mean, like we were talking about, Control is mostly like a brutalist thing, but there are some, Backrooms-esque things going on
In
there,
Control?
in the game, yeah.
Yeah, and in the game Control, which is a beloved game between us.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing I'm almost done with Alan Wake, and then I'm gonna
First
do. I've never played Alan Wake American Nightmare. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna play Control and the
I
DLC.
fucking I told you. I was
What?
like, you're gonna play American Nightmare. He's like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I didn't think I needed to, but then I was looking it up, and it's just like there's
There are
story points that
yeah.
they go over later.
Yeah,
and
references to Control are in
I didn't
American
know
Nightmare.
that, so yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
You started with The Long Goodbye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, Control definitely has.
Yeah, Control. It's
If you like Backrooms and you've never played Control, you would appreciate it. It's definitely
Sure.
more actiony, but there are amazing things going on with just like the world, like kind of shifting. But there's another game, I can't remember the name of it, but it takes place in like a subway station.
Exit 23.
That might be it.
Is that what it's called?
That might be it. But yeah, basically you are trying to leave the subway station, and like every corner you turn, like if you look behind you, everything's changed. It looks like you never left.
It's exit 20. It's exit a number.
Yeah, I
know if it
forget.
was
But
23 or not.
this kind of gives me that kind of same vibe too. But in that game, that actually is a game. You can leave. Like there are things you kind of have to like pay attention to. They're kind of puzzly, not really.
And I'll throw out another game that I lost about a week and a half to last year. If you never played it, Blueprints. I feel like
yeah.
you didn't hear for
Well, no.
Blueprints?
It got to a point where I was like, I need to put this down, and I never picked it back up.
I've been thinking about
it was really good.
I still have a notes on my notes app on my phone, Blueprints notes, and there's a lot of unfinished stuff in it. And I'm like,
you ever see that speed run video?
No, because those infuriate me.
Like the guy got it done in like 17 minutes.
Shut up.
I was like, whoa.
Shut up. Well, there's getting it done, and then there's.
Oh no, he's not like there's like there's like an invisible wall I can get through. Like he's actually.
No, I mean like once you get to that area, then there's more stuff to do. You have to get there again to access other stuff.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Very, very complicated. All right, Seth, let's get into the spotlight movie of the week.
Roll the jingle. Bop. There we go.
That's the jingle. Yeah, 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Yeah. Yep.
Directed by Nia DaCosta. Written by Alex Garland. All three, there's supposed to be a trilogy of movies. All three are written by Alex Garland, who's kind of the writing goat right now. And then
he's a writer right now.
The final movie, which has yet to be announced, and we will talk about why it hasn't been greenlit already, is supposedly supposed to be directed by Danny Boyle, who did the very first 28 Days Later. This stars Ray Fiennes.
Oh, yeah.
This also has
Jackie.
Jack O'Connell, who some of you may remember as Remick from Sinners.
And playing, if he could just do Megalomaniacs the rest of his life.
He's such a hot villain guy right now.
He killed it, dude.
And then we have Alfie Williams reprising his role as Spike. So this movie, let's get spoiler free for a while. This is a sequel to 28 Years Later, which I don't know if telling that movie is a spoiler.
Well, I mean, it's a sequel to two other movies, both of which are 20 years old.
Yeah. So if you haven't caught up with those movies, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler for 28 Years Later. This picks up directly after that, like
I don't think it does.
immediately after.
No, it doesn't.
No,
No, it's been a little. It's been.
a couple weeks maybe.
I bet it's been a couple of weeks.
28 weeks.
That's too many weeks.
Well, no, because this like
28 hours, huh? I think it's been about 28 hours.
No, it's been a couple weeks. I
don't think it's been a couple. I think it's been because
week?
he's being initiated.
Yeah.
So it's been probably a day or two.
Yeah, because there is that initial scene. Yeah. But yeah, literally filming this 3 weeks after 28 Years Later wrapped. So like they immediately hit the ground running.
That's good. That's good that they don't have to like. Sometimes when they take a really long time,
people age out.
Not just age out, they kind of forget the mood they were in when they were doing that state of mind they were in when they did that character.
And with that being said, as far as like the direction of this one, it does feel different. Like it's the other ones I will say are. I didn't think this one was nearly as scary or like hardcore horror.
I wasn't scared at all. It was more like it was a suspense. It was a suspense movie.
This is more suspense, and there's a lot more themes dealing with definitely some metaphors to demagogues in current world leaders and definitely references to public views on science and medicine.
Religion.
Yes, religion especially. But yeah, so basically a quick gloss of 28 Years Later picks up 28 years after the first.
Your patient zero.
Yes. The UK is still under quarantine. Most of the world governments have this pretty much under control, but we don't really get that look, which I don't know if you remember some of the like the guerrilla marketing for this made it seem like, oh, like we might get a glimpse of outside looking in, but we haven't really gotten that yet. I wonder if they're waiting that for the third movie.
I want to see that. Because at the end of 28 weeks later, you see the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
They're coming out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So it's not just Britain that was affected by this. They got to mainland Europe.
Yeah.
They may have possibly gotten over to America. They mentioned briefly that there were ships that got shut down, maybe not in time.
Right.
So
there's definitely
they got elsewhere.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff they can work with for sequels.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I want to see it.
Yeah,
and I'd like to not see it. I'd like to know. Just a little quick exposition of like, they got a whole day, whatever.
Yeah, and that's why I really enjoyed that guerrilla marketing stuff they did for 28 Years Later, because there was a lot of like, it had the vibe of you are getting secret like aerial photography, and like you can't let this be known because the government will shut you down. Like it's a conspiracy type thing of what's going on in the UK. After those 28 years, there are like, how do I describe it? It's almost like having a country that is under like a blockade. Like there's no new weapons, there's no new cars. Like pretty much you have to keep what you have working or just make new stuff. So you kind of have these small pockets of civilizations in the UK where there are some survivors, and it's kind of back to the Stone Ages. They got bows and arrows. They don't use guns, like they don't have elaborate, machines or anything. It's pretty much bare bones.
Yep.
And the first movie stars Spike, Alfie Williams. He's the main character of that movie, who kind of goes on this quest to help his mom, who is sick.
Yeah.
At a time when there aren't many doctors that really know how to deal with complex medical issues.
There is a doctor, and he's crazy, but also weirdly the most sane person in the world, as Ray finds. I don't remember the details. He can't fix mom. Mom ends up dying, but there's like a bunch of different kinds of zombies running around.
Yeah, they've evolved. They've evolved in the 28 years since.
There's some ones that crawl. There's the fast ones, and then there's these
alphas.
The alphas, which lead packs of other ones. And this movie heavily leans into the alpha of one particular pack.
Yes.
Named Samson, who is naked the whole time.
Yep.
Till eventually he's not.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Focusing on all the right things.
yeah. So, anyways, at the end of 28 years later, after
Yeah, Spike leaves.
Spike kind of he doesn't want to go back home, and he's like, I'm gonna try and make it out on my own,
Dumbest idea.
survive as long as I can, and he does for a little bit until he's swarmed and he's saved by this group of tracksuit wearing ninja assassins,
Bunch of chavs in it.
with blonde wigs, and their leader.
It's the weirdest place to end it ever.
Definitely. I remember telling you about this after the first minute. I was like, that last like 5 minutes completely like mind fucked me.
What's that?
Because I was like, the movie was good, but then that last 5 minutes, I don't know what to think anymore. You know, it definitely threw me off.
Turned into a cartoon.
But yeah, they definitely kind of reference to Jimmy Savile in the UK, for those that know, who major predator, but he was a big, think Mr. Rogers in the UK. He was everywhere. He was around kids a lot.
Rough estimate, but yeah.
Wearing a tracksuit, you know, and kind of talked the same way that Jimmy in this movie talks.
Yeah.
So, anyways, now we're into 28 years later, the Bone Temple, where Alfie has kind of been against his will taken into this.
He gets initiated.
Yeah, and into this kind of cult of personality following this lead, Jimmy. And
Jimmy, what's his full name?
Jimmy,
Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal.
Yes, Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal, who has kind of exploited what the world has come to in the UK and kind of used it as kind of like a stepping stone to give himself some power. And we should also note, Jimmy, we see in the first 28 years later, who, when the outbreak was happening, his father was a vicar, basically like a priest.
Yeah.
And his father had kind of, you know, with all the, you know, zombies going around with the rage virus, he kind of saw this as God's judgment, kind of snapped a little bit. And so Jimmy takes this idea of his father dying by, you know, leading a bunch of zombies into the church where there are people trying to hide. Mm-hmm. And he's like, it is God's judgment, but it's not the God you're thinking of. It's Satan.
It's the other guy. Yeah. It's the what's he keep calling him?
Saint Nick.
Nick.
Old Nick.
Old Nick.
Yeah. And so he is a false Satanist in this movie. And he kind of brings these initiates into his fold, and they kind of rub off on him, or vice versa.
All young folks.
Yeah, very impressionable, alone,
teens,
scared, you know.
Yeah.
And they pretty much do his bidding, no questions asked. Well, at first.
A little questions asked, but yeah, they pretty much just go settlement to settlement, killing everyone, torturing them until they die.
Yes.
That's their whole thing. And they call it charity.
Charity. Spreading charity.
Spreading charity. Charity is synonymous with torture.
Yeah. So, quickly wrap this up. So, again, we're trying to keep it spoiler-free as possible. It's really hard. So they actually have a run-in with Ray Fiennes' character. He makes a comeback, while Ray Fiennes is kind of doing a B story on his own with Samson. And it kind of leaves larger implications for what could happen to the future of the rage virus. And after this, this train and this car meet head to head, it kind of leaves it open in the air of what's going to happen with the third movie. And so that's pretty much as spoiler free as we can get. We're going to get much deeper into it now. This is all spoilers. So if you have not seen the movie, go see it. It's on Netflix right now. If you can't, buy it on Amazon Prime, buy it physical, watch this movie. It deserves it. Like, this movie should not have done as poorly as it did.
Yeah. It was I was locked in the whole time.
It was great.
I love
this movie.
Really great time.
We had a conversation. What was the last time we talked in depth about Ray Fiennes on this? I cannot.
Ray Fiennes?
Yeah.
What about him?
But we were talking about he was one of them ones. You know, a guy that kind of elevates whatever project he is brought into.
Yeah.
And just gets lost in the work. Like it's one of those movies that you can tell he had a lot of fun making this. Like,
he looks like he was having a blast.
He got to do pretty much his own thing. Like, he's just alone in this ossuary. He's like, I'm going to dance with Samson. I'm going to do like a whole heavy metal show. And it works. This movie has it very easily could have been really corny and cheesy.
Yeah.
And it totally separates from that, and it's like, no, this is actually serious. This definitely is something that
It's horrific, incredibly horrific at times.
yeah. So let's go like start to finish. So
But not scary.
yeah,
And that's like the
did you
that's
feel that too?
no, I felt it. I was joking. It's like I think that's why people didn't go see it. It's like it's not scary at all. I'm like, but was it good? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think I think it's just kind of, well, it's 28. You know, it's the sequel to 28 Weeks Later. 28 Weeks Later had a bunch of zombies, and this one really only has like a handful
It's
at
only
one
got a couple
point.
zombies.
Yeah, and it's like,
it really hinges on how evil Jack O'Connell, how evil Jimmy is. That's the whole thing.
yes,
He's the bad guy in this one.
Yeah.
The zombies happen to be there. Also,
I agree. Yeah, which again, Jack O'Connell is phenomenal in this. Like
I hope he gets typecast as an evil megalomaniac the rest of his career.
somehow Jimmy Crystal returned.
Yeah. Do you actually see him die?
There is like a flash of him. He is propped up. We'll get into that. And then there's a flash of like a, and then it cuts. You know. Yeah. So don't really know. So yeah, we'll start with how does the movie start? Is it with
The initiation.
Alfie? Yes.
He's getting initiated into the fingers.
7 fingers, which I thought was a weird count.
Well, there just happens to be 7 of them right now.
Yeah. All right.
But then when you get initiated, you have to kill one of them. So I don't really know how they're going to grow that group.
Yeah, you either have to kill one of them or you die. Like it's pretty much it.
So I really don't know how they grow the group.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And so Alfie gets lucky.
Yeah, he's the guy that he's fighting is playing with him.
Yeah.
Playing with him, beating the crap out of him. And then while he's like playing to the crowd for a second, stabs him right in the femoral artery. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, that's you done, mate."
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, again, showing how much these people are removed, they don't know modern science. They don't.
Yeah.
They
Like,
didn't.
Why is it doing that?
And they're like, "Oh, that's bad, bro."
I see you dead, bro. Like they don't care. All these kids are so like sadistic.
Yeah.
Except for one of them who feels bad. And that's which Jackie was it? Because they're all called Jackie.
Yeah, she is
Not Jackie. Jimmy. They're all Jimmys. Which Jimmy is that? I think it's Jimmy Inc. It's Jimmy Inc.
Erin Kellyman, she was in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series as the antagonist.
Oh, right.
Antagonist in that one.
Yeah.
And she's great in this. She's awesome.
I enjoyed her quite a bit, yeah.
Let me put her face up there.
That's right, yeah.
See the noggin. Yep, she's great in this. And I gotta say,
right.
all the Jimmy fighters, they're like superhuman ninjas. Like when they see a zombie, it's like nothing to them. It's just a minor annoyance.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting because Alfie very much struggled in the first film with zombies. Yeah,
he's more of a ranged. And if he's in a party, he's the range damage dealer.
Yeah,
he needs tanks. He needs a front line.
Yeah.
If he gets a front line, he's great.
Yeah,
because he can just pop. Yeah. He's a great shot with a bow and arrow, but he's a range damage dealer. He needs a front line.
Yeah,
which they could provide if they weren't a bunch of masochistic psychopaths.
They don't want to do that.
They don't.
Yeah. So he gets into this group, Jimmy Crystal and his 7 fingers, and you're right. They kind of go from small settlement to small settlement.
They can't take care of themselves.
Yeah,
they're all literally their minds of children.
Yeah, they don't cultivate anything. They don't loot for food.
They grow
really.
nothing. They have accepted the world is over and that there is nothing to be grown.
They are very parasitic in nature.
Yeah, they're awful. They stumble across people and just torture them and kill them and take out everything and then burn everything down. And then they move on.
Take some hostage, and a very brutal scene. Probably the most
genuine. Yeah.
The most brutal scene we've seen in these movies.
I haven't seen something that bad in a while.
Do you remember did you remember any of 28 Years Later when watching this?
What do you mean? I mean,
there is a scene where Aaron Taylor Johnson's in that movie. He's
Alfie's dad.
He's Spike's dad. And there is a scene where they go into a house and they see a body tied up from the ceiling by his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a bunch of stab wounds all over his body and a bag over his head.
You think that was them?
It was them.
It was?
It was
For sure,
That-
confirmed?
That was Jimmy and the Fingers, because I forget Aaron Taylor Johnson's character's name, but he's like, this is fucked. Like,
Mhm.
this isn't just someone was doing this for fun, you know.
Okay.
So like that
didn't
could have
realize that.
been one of these innocent people that was kind of caught in Jimmy's crosshairs, and they left him to turn, and they're a zombie now, you know.
Yeah, because he made it seem like there's different kinds of charity,
Yes.
and he happens to just, this is what we're doing today.
And they get to choose. They get to ask old Nick, kind of.
Yeah.
Which this settlement they end up going to. Again, Alfie is he does not want to be a part of this at all, but he cannot leave. And they go into this house. They eat at this people's table, and there are people that are trying to hunt and gather. It doesn't work out, and they come back.
Yeah, one of them dies in the woods, and you think, oh, these characters are going to be important now.
Yeah.
And they get back there, and all the Jimmies are there.
Like, oh, thanks for coming.
And then they really messed up that whole. They're obsessed with the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Which that's rough. The Teletubbies is a rough.
The Teletubbies watch the Teletubbies on their tummies, and then it goes on and on ad infinitum.
Ad infinitum. Explains the lore of the Teletubbies, and then
Again, if you remember the first movie, the house that is being like decimated by zombies at the beginning of the movie, the kids are in the room watching Teletubbies,
yes.
and the parents are like, be quiet, you know, and then all hell breaks loose, you know.
It's like they really didn't have anything else to watch with Teletubbies. Whatever. Remember Sun Baby?
Yeah. Sun Baby's like 45 now.
Sun Baby's still alive?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Shout out Sun Baby.
Yeah. So anyways, the people that are in this house and the Jimmies are there, they try to make a run for it. The guy's boiling water and gets the table pretty much.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, I was like, you couldn't just get the leader? Like,
it was right behind Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy didn't even move.
Yeah, if you get Jimmy, they're all like, oh, well, like, you're not really the son of Satan if you're blistered and, you know.
No, just throw it at the table, bro.
Yeah.
Try to get splash damage on, like, come on, dude.
So
whatever.
they end up wrestling up the survivors. A pregnant woman gets away and hides.
Yes.
And
I wonder.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I wonder what's gonna happen with her. They're probably gonna like stumble across her. If they do a third, she's gotta show up.
I'm wondering
somehow,
if she is like already at like Jim's house.
Jim?
Cillian Murphy's character.
No.
No?
No.
You don't think she's there already?
It's just him and his daughter there.
Do we know what happens to Celine? Is her name Celine?
She's not there, so she probably died of something. There's a lot of different ways to die.
Run. Did you know? Well, yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we're good.
So they end up doing this whole ordeal where Jimmy's like,
I think it's Trial of the Shirt is the name of this particular one.
Yes. I forget how do they pick which one does it.
He just picks them.
He pretty much says throughout the movie that he is getting these messages from old Nick.
Old Nick.
And he's telling him which ones deal out his retribution, I guess.
His charity.
And so the charity was of the shirt.
Yeah, Trial of the Shirt or something like that. And I noticed something. Spike knew what that was already.
Yeah, so he's probably seen it.
He's
before.
been with these people a while.
Yeah, I think it cuts from him being initiated to him being there. I think there is like a bit of a time jump between.
He's been with him a while. He's done this to a few different places already.
Yeah. And so what ends up happening is the initiates, they put a mask on. The fingers put a mask on while they're doing this.
They put the Brightburn mask on.
And as literally what the shirt is you are taking a knife and you are peeling the torso of flesh.
This is torn off piece by piece.
While they're alive.
While you're strung up on a hook in the barn. Yeah.
Very brutal.
It's rough.
And there is one person who is kind of left, and I'm assuming Jimmy picks who he believes would be the strongest finger, possibly. And he gets to choose. You can choose to take the charity like your friends have, or you can choose to be one of the fingers and try to fight your way in. Mm-hmm. He chooses
to fight, and you choose your opponent.
Yes, which I thought for sure Spike was going to get the call.
Well, Spike had run out of the barn.
He's vomiting,
puking outside. Puking in the front, and then Jimmy Inc.,
Yes.
who's kind of like, you feel like she's kind of the most experienced finger.
Yeah.
Like
and
she's probably
with
been
Jimmy
the longest.
Yeah.
And the most fervent believer in Old Nick, but you see the cracks are forming between her and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Regular Big Jimmy.
The other fingers are very, very devout. They'll do
So
whatever he
devout.
says.
They don't
and
question
she's
anything.
kind of been with him enough where she's kind of like, well, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't that doesn't really add up with the whole.
And I
thing.
did you notice they seem to have like a upside down cross?
Yeah.
Spike didn't have one yet.
Right. I
So
think
I was wondering
there's some kind of a graduation.
like what ritual happens then, you know?
I think it's for so long, if he deems you one of the fingers, one of the,
You get marked.
you get one of those upside down crosses, because I don't think all of them had it. There were a couple of the other ones that didn't have it either.
Yeah, maybe. So yes, Spike is outside. He's not picked, and one of the girls is picked, and she takes
The most bad shit.
yeah, she takes that personally.
Yeah. What? If somebody's quiet and calm while everyone's screaming in agony, maybe don't pick that one.
Yeah. She's like,
Maybe pick the guy. Wasn't there a guy that had an injury?
Yeah.
One of them had an injury, and you don't pick that one?
Yeah. And she takes
What an idiot.
She takes it personally, and she's like, "You thought I was gonna be the weak one, huh?" And then she whips out like 2 knives,
Massacres
and
this
it's just
guy.
absolutely crazy. Stabs him a
I'm
bunch.
gonna cut your dangus off.
Yeah. She beats him to the point where he can't do anything. And Jimmy's like, "All right, you can do whatever charity you want." And she does the trial of the pants. And she's like, and she's going to peel everything.
Do it. But then she stops mid monologue, and you're like, "What the heck happened?" The pregnant lady was watching the whole thing from the loft of the barn, and freaking swings a hook down and grabs Jimmy crazy bitch in the back of the head.
Yeah, she takes a whole hook to the head.
Hook to the head, goes right through the back of the skull. She's dead. And then
not right away, because she's like, yeah, she's like, get me. Yeah, really slow, agonizing death.
And then freaking the dude on the ground did what he should have done in the first place, and he grabs a propane tank, opens it, and then
sets a Jimmy on fire.
Sets another one, burns another one, severely burns another one. So like 2.5 Jimmys down, like out of nowhere. Meanwhile, Jimmy Ink's just chilling with Spike outside, just kind of looking at the stars.
I like that moment because she's like, "There's a lot of screaming going on in there, isn't it?" And she's like, well, screaming people scream when they're dying, you know.
Yeah, we should explain. She was sent to scout ahead for where they're gonna go.
Well,
and he was kind of pissed at her for some reason.
Well, it was that, and she tells him because Spike is throwing up outside, and like Jimmy Crystal is looking at him, and he looks at Jimmy Ink and says, "Get this sorted out." Like, kind of get him together. He's got to grow up quick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so at that moment, Jimmy Ink kind of takes Spike under her wing a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Not really as like a mentor, but like, hey, I'm gonna get you through this. You're in. Like, I'm gonna keep you safe, but you gotta grow up. Like, you gotta get with the program because this isn't changing, you know. Right. And so, anyways, this whole thing happens. A guy on fire breaks through the barn door, and then they realize, oh shit, like things aren't going to plan.
Can't ninja your way out of a flamethrower.
Yeah, they're like, what trial is this? And so pregnant lady gets away, and Jimmy Crystal, while they're getting the people hurt assessed, tells Spike to get her.
Go get her, and he goes, he could kill her. He's not going to. He's like, take me with you, please.
Yeah, he wants no part of it.
And she comes up to him and she's like, boom, nut shot, nuts him, nut shots the boy.
Yeah.
And she runs off.
Yeah, she gets away.
Yeah, and you never see her again. So I'm hoping that if they do a third one, we figure out what happened. Yeah, she's probably a zombie somewhere. There's no way a pregnant woman in the dark. You know, they were in not good territory.
Yeah.
Like she just got chased by a bunch of zombies in the woods before all this.
And I can't imagine like all that stuff going on in the barn didn't attract a lot of noise.
And she's got no weapons.
Yeah.
She's pregnant.
It's not looking great.
She doesn't. Maybe could have used the kid with the bow and arrow. I don't know. But she did just witness her. Yeah. So I get it. But he gets nut shotted, then goes back to Jimmy Crystal, and he's like, I killed and the doc, I can't. He's like, and he gives a. You see the cracks form here with what he's saying. He's like, "We're gonna be really hard to find it." So yeah, they a couple of them die, but then she says, "I found freaking when she was out scouting, Jimmy Ink finds Ray Fiennes."
Yes, she sees him with Samson. Now let's get everybody up to speed with Ray Fiennes.
Meanwhile,
So Ray Fiennes has pretty much been doing what he was doing in the last movie, where he is cultivating, growing his ossuary, which
his bone. They did that to the Bone Temple.
yeah, he kind of takes it under like his personal like duty, like it's almost like his mission now is to take the bodies and give them a proper kind of send off. You
Sure.
know, like he's very empathetic and says even though they are infected with the rage virus, these were people once. They deserve respect.
That's his whole deal.
And
That's
so
all he does, though.
and so in the last one, Samson is one of the alphas that he gave this nickname to. Samson was like the only alpha in his area around his ossuary. And so like he kind of had this, oh, there goes Samson again. You know, like it's kind of like a rapport, I guess. You know, even though Samson would just growl at him and charge him a couple times,
Sure.
you know.
And Samson almost kills them in the first one.
Yeah.
Almost. He almost gets him, and he's able to blow dart him.
Yeah, they go under the tunnels.
And he's just like grabbing at him. He's like, oh, that was close.
Yeah. And so Ray Fiennes uses a blow dart with these morphine
Bunch
darts.
of downers. It's a very heavy trank. Just barely.
And so he notices that after he gives Samson a couple shots with this blow dart gun, that he kind of appears more docile,
more amiable.
Yeah. And so he kind of starts doing this more and more. And then he realized Samson's coming just to get the trank.
Yeah. It's like he's comforted by it.
Yeah. And so you get these.
Oh, and you do see for a moment before he starts doing this, what Samson sees when he kills somebody
is, yeah,
he sees them as like a monster.
Yeah. He like, there's at one point where that first party that, you know,
it wasn't even a party. It was somebody. It was just some random wanderer in the woods.
He's just a guy like trying to make his way through the woods. Samson corners him on the ground, and he's just going, "Please don't," you know, and like kind of pleading for his life. But Samson sees like a face like growling at him, you know, which makes him more pissed, more angry, more rage virusy, and he kills him, eats his brains. First time we've seen brain eating in these movies. I think.
Rips head off body like popping the top off of a ketchup bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. And so anyways, Kelson, Ray Fiennes' character, you kind of see a montage of him spending more time with Samson, and
Essentially just sitting down,
and he decides to test it. So Samson is hit with a tranquilizer, and then Kelson takes one of the darts and licks some morphine himself and kind of sleeps next to Samson, knowing at some point Samson's probably going to get up in an hour or so.
And
yeah, and when Ray Fiennes wakes up, he's like, still good. Like, I'm still alive. So Samson saw a body there, didn't see a screaming face, and went about his day.
And then he got high and wandered off.
Yeah, and so Kelson kind of starts to research this more. And he's like trying to come up with his own conclusions. You know that him building the Bone Temple, that he's kind of rated, he called it a 70-meter,
within a 70-mile radius. I have rated every single medicine cabinet.
Yeah, so I
have 2 weeks of this mixture that I use to put these guys out with. Yeah. I have 2 weeks left.
No, there's no more morphine after this, which I don't know if you notice in one of the scenes where he's dancing, there's a whole field of poppies.
I mean, you can't. Morphine's more than poppies.
I know, but like you could make a sedative.
Sure.
It's possible.
All right.
But anyways,
make opium.
Yeah. He needs to go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So anyways, he goes through all these medical books that he has, and he tries to diagnose like what is the rage virus, and he realizes it's good.
Well, I just have an issue. I'm not a medical professional, but I feel like this is really, and all the research has been done. They didn't touch this. They didn't even, you know what I mean? How is this guy? How is this guy in the wilderness figuring this out? And then these,
I think it's a question of doing it. It's a logistics problem. Like, yeah, you can do it with one guy if you have a bunch of morphine ready to go. Yeah, you could do it with one guy. But if you have an entire New York City block that's infected, much harder to try to organize that.
I know, but
You
it's
know what I
like,
mean?
I feel like unless the entire world is boned, you telling me the CDC, the fourth level down, they don't got tissue samples, they don't have live samples, that they don't stumble across the fact that maybe psychosis is a part of this, and giving them antipsychotics would do anything. No one stumbled across this.
It's possible. I don't think they would have the patience for it.
Okay.
I mean, if they had that, why do a blockade of the UK?
That's what I mean. I mean, like
Like,
no one stumbled across this, and yet this is still happening.
Yeah.
So obviously no one has figured this out.
yeah, I think it was more of
So why a guy in a field?
Yeah.
Is my point.
Yeah, I get it. It is far fetched.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
It's whatever. It's fun.
yeah, I mean, if you want to get nitpicky, yeah,
Yeah.
like, you're right. But at the same time, it is kind of cool that he does do it in a cave, you know, with a box of scraps, you know. So yeah, he's running out of the morphine, and so he kind of gives Samson. He's been trying to communicate with him, and he before he even comes up with this psychosis treatment, he wants to give Samson the opportunity to go out on with dignity.
Right.
And he comes up with basically like a poison cocktail.
It looks like just heroin, honestly.
Yeah, and he's like, we can keep doing these, you know, tranquilizers for two weeks, sure. Or I can end your life now, but I need you to consent. Which, again, great that Kelson still wants consent from an alpha.
It takes his oath very seriously.
Yeah, and so again, it's weeks of listening to Duran Duran and dancing with Samson, and nothing has gotten through. And as he's injecting Samson with this cocktail,
Is it as he's ejecting?
the needle's in.
That's right.
The needle is in his neck, and or is it arm? And Samson looks up and says, "Moon."
Moon. Clearly.
Yeah,
Very.
and
if I hadn't used my vocal cord in any appropriate way,
well, just a lot of moon.
moon.
Yeah,
Whoa.
says moon. Kelson can't believe it. He's like, "Whoa, breakthrough!" So he doesn't give him the cocktail, and then he does this research, and then he finally. That's probably where we should stop it and get back to Jimmy Crystal.
Meanwhile,
Yeah. So
Jimmy Inc.
yeah.
says that I found old Nick. He's in a bone palace. He's all red, cavorting with demons.
And Alpha listens to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's go check this out. And Jimmy Crystal, who made all this shit up, is like, yeah,
he's like, what are you talking about?
Check this out. Let's go check it out. I love the scene where they go there and he's looking through the binoculars and he's like,
he's like, oh yeah, this does look familiar.
This is familiar.
And again, Jimmy Inc. kind of calls him out on it. She's like, you didn't know that he had a bone palace here?
Yeah, and he quick makes up some crap on the spot.
He's like, well, he's got many properties.
He's got a bunch up north. This must be a new one. I don't know.
Man's got a lot of real estate.
He's moving around. Get off my ass.
But yeah, the look he gives the binoculars, he's like, oh shit. Like,
God. Like, he can't believe his crap is matching with anything in reality.
Yeah. He's like, oh damn, that actually might be safe.
God.
So then he tells them, he's like, well, I gotta go converse with him.
I gotta go talk to Dad
alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come back.
He'll kill you if you guys get close. He's not gonna kill me. So
then he goes down to Kelson, and Samson is not there at this point.
No, he's just out there alone, and they have what I assume is the first conversation with no ulterior motive that either of them have had in many a moon.
Yeah.
Long time. The first normal conversation that they have had in maybe decades.
Yeah, this scene.
They seem very
This scene of them just talking by like the river, my favorite scene.
It's up there for me.
Like
Yeah.
this is like a Shakespearean, two different, like completely different ideologies
Yeah.
and like what they want out of this conversation.
In a normal world, they have they would have been fierce acquaintances.
Yeah. And then like Jimmy Crystal is like immediately,
He's normal for a second.
yeah, it's almost like he's I'm trying to think of the word. He's completely disarmed
Yeah.
by Ray Fiennes, who's like, "Oh, this isn't anything I should be afraid of. This guy's actually," and he's like,
Just a normal human being.
he's like, "Well, I mean, I guess I'll tell you." Like he
Yeah.
gets into stuff about his dad, who he never talks about his
Just a
family at
total
all.
stranger.
Yeah. And yeah, so he probes him. He's like, "Are you old Nick?" He's like, no.
By that, do you mean Satan?
He's like, "I'm Dr. Kelson."
Not any of that. And then he's like, he's like, oh, you're an atheist. He's like, yeah. He's like, you're a Satanist? Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And yeah, they kind of go in this long
They
conversation.
just kind of shoot the shit for a minute.
He's asking about like Jimmy's upbringing, and Jimmy, tells him for the first time, like, yeah, I get visions and messages from the devil himself in my head. He tells me what to do.
He truly believes is happening. Yes.
And he goes, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not Satan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jimmy's realizes the fingers aren't going to like that answer.
Yeah.
But how can I use that? How can I manipulate this conundrum?
He really doesn't want to kill him. He even says, like, I enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah.
Jimmy's saying this. He's like, I enjoyed talking to you. I don't want to have to kill you. But when we come here tomorrow.
Yeah, he's like, we got to come to an agreement.
And if you aren't old Nick tomorrow, I'm going to disembowel you.
Yeah.
And we're going to play with your insides.
And he's like, oh dear.
Oh. All right.
And so like there's an arrangement is made. We don't really hear the full details. But there actually is a deleted scene that is fantastic.
Oh, I didn't know.
Of the fingers looking at Jimmy as he's leaving. Samson is coming back to see Dr. Kelson, and he sees Jimmy and he roars at him, and Jimmy like walks a little faster.
So they are afraid of alphas.
They are.
Even the fingers, who treat normal zombies as nothing.
Well, we've seen a couple instances of what Samson can do. They are next level. I think this kind of goes back to the evolution thing that we saw mostly in the last movie, where you get those slow, overweight zombies that can't catch anything. They are crawlers on the ground eating bugs and grubs and stuff.
And then you get screamers, and who are kind of fast but kind of pushovers.
Yeah, if anything, they just warn the others of where there's a meal coming.
And then you have whatever the pack is with the alphas. They're fast.
Yeah.
They're like regular zombies.
Yeah. And then the rage virus made the alphas, because not all of them are like this. Not all the zombies are like this.
Beyond superhuman.
Their musculature is like grown in sense. It's like in steroids.
Strength, speed, beyond steroids.
Yeah.
They can rip people apart standing.
Yes.
Like the amount of strength you need is
doesn't Samson like rip the head off a moose, and they find a moose head like in
a moose which can flip a car.
Yeah.
Moose can
like it's a whole moose head and spine in a tree, and they're like, oh shit, like what did that, you know?
So yeah, you're right. So I guess I don't know what we've seen of the fingers. I would love to see
a fight with the alpha
fingers versus alpha.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see that. But
they're extremely capable and fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, he comes back and tells the fingers, all right, the meeting's on tomorrow at dawn, and Alfie doesn't want to have this interaction with Ray Fiennes.
Yeah.
He doesn't want this to be a problem that's brought up in this interaction, because I think Spike at this point, I think he knows that some sort of arrangement has been made if Jimmy's talking like this. Yeah. So he doesn't want to be a hiccup in that plan for Ray Fiennes' sake.
Right.
And he's like, I got to get out of here before that happens. And he tries to dip in the night.
Yep. And one of the other Jimmys, Which Jimmy is it you think?
There's
Take a
there's
shot at
lo-
which Jimmy it
there's
could be.
What are the other Jimmy possibilities?
It's the one who is pissed.
It's not Jimmy Shite. He's dead.
That's the one that dies in the initiation. Is Jimmy Shite?
Is it Jimmy Jones?
No, Jimmy Jones is the one that gets burned.
It's not Jimmy Jones. Is it Jimmy Snake?
Jimmy Snake. This looks like this. I think it's Jimmy Snake. Is the one that goes. Yeah.
Is it him?
I saw the screenshot of him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jimmy Snake is the one that goes out to track him down because he was good friends with Jimmy Shite.
Yes, who Spike killed in the beginning.
I'm fairly certain that's him.
We also have Jimmy Fox.
Jimmy Fox is the one that gets burned to death.
Yeah, and then Jemima is the one that was got the hook in the head.
The hook in the back of the head. Yeah.
Creative names, this writing crew.
Well, who's Jimmy Fox then?
Jimmy Fox. You said he was the one that got burned.
Oh, right. Who's Jimmy then? Jimmy. Which one's Jimmy?
Is he the one that gets killed in the initiation?
He might be. I think he is. Who's Jimmy Shite? We got to get this straight.
Yeah.
Jimmy Shite. Okay. I don't know.
It's hard.
It was either Jimmy Shite or
catches Spike leaving.
Catches Spike leaving, and then Jimmy Inc., who's protective of Spike, finds them. He's actually he's pushing the knife into his face and gives him kind of a Joker smile the rest of the movie.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. But he stabs whatever Jimmy's trying to kill Spike, kills him. And they go back, and she explains to Jimmy Crystal, like, "Hey, it jumped Spike in the swamp. It was crazy. I had to kill him." And Jimmy Crystal's like, "Whatever. We got bigger things. So whatever."
He's preoccupied with the meeting.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Kelson.
So they go down and they have, and the prep that Kelson's doing is wonderful.
He's setting up amps. He's bringing up
We're
the
going
records.
to have to set this to 11.
He's making like pyrotechnics,
yeah,
like from like a mortar and pestle. He's
really going crazy on
it. He's getting like some leather regalia and like black eye paint. Like he's going.
He paints his teeth,
and he makes a crucifix to place upside down.
Yeah,
like he had
the production quality. Like, how did you do all this? Why do you have so many candles?
Yeah, Dr. Kelson was like really good at holiday parties at the hospital he worked at.
He threw some crazy shindigs.
So yeah, as soon as they get there, Iron Maiden is blasting,
and he does a whole spoken word.
Yeah, he's dancing. He's really like the physical performance in this is on full display, and he also does kind of give them like some sort of like psychoactive powder he blows into their face so that it's even more heightened of what he's doing.
Might have been cocaine.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, don't give that to an alpha. So yeah, like they are sold. Like this is working. Whatever it is.
It was an awesome show. Anyways, it's a great scene.
Yeah.
If the YouTube short's gonna go crazy.
Yeah. So anyways, Jimmy is proud. He's happy with the selling that Ray Fiennes has done. And he's like, all right, let's go over pretty much the script that he told him to tell him, which was, all right, my son. Like, and he only talks to Jimmy Crystal, and he tells him, you have my permission to grow your fingers.
Grow the fingers.
And continue your charity across the rest of the island.
Yeah, and then the third one was... I don't remember.
That's the gist of it. I mean, it's really the important bits.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like to basically reinforce that the fingers have to listen to you and obey no matter what.
Right. Listen to you only. Grow the fingers. Go and kill everyone. Kill and give charity to every settlement you come across.
Yeah.
Which Ray Fiennes wasn't too keen on. He realized in that moment what he was actually doing.
Yeah.
Like this could be a serious
He was
problem.
saving himself, but like he could be creating.
He's killing a lot of people when he's doing this.
Yeah. And then he notices Spike, who they're all wearing their masks.
Yeah.
And I thought there was going to be a Spike like trying to like be seen. But Ray Fiennes just like knows and like kind of
sees him.
He's like, one more thing.
No. I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that was it. Old Nick.
That was it.
He realizes it's Spike, and like Spike kind of gives him like a, yeah, it's me, you know. And like Kelson knows that he's scared and does not want to be here.
Yeah.
And so very selflessly, he's like, oh, one more thing. I need a sacrifice. You know, if you are my son, you need to be crucified like Christ was.
Yeah.
You know? And Jimmy Crystal's like, fuck that. No. Like, yeah. And the rest of the Jimmies are like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, they were totally on board.
And Jimmy Crystal stabs Ray Fiennes in the stomach.
Yeah.
And
if he was really old Nick, I couldn't have gotten him.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
And so, but anyways, this has kind of completely lifted the veil for Jimmy Inc.
Yeah.
Who's like,
and the other ones are even like, well, why did we do all this then?
Yeah.
You know, like, because you said, why were you lying?
Yeah.
If he's not.
Yeah.
You were lying.
So they're kind of like confused.
Even the dumb ones are like, what?
Yeah. And so Jimmy Inc. Kind of kills the rest of the fingers.
Yeah. Handily.
Yeah.
She's beyond
elite.
them.
She's elite.
Beyond, way beyond them.
Reinforces the idea that she was the first finger.
It could even be argued, I bet she could take Jimmy Crystal.
Yeah.
Because we don't really see him do anything.
It's more personality than capability.
I feel like she could easily.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty slick with that knife into.
I mean, it was
fine. It was like
literally that.
But he was kind of like now, like a little bit. But so I don't know. I mean, he taught them how to do all this, right?
I guess
like they didn't come preloaded like the Matrix, you know.
I mean, I guess we do see some instances of the Jimmies like kind of teaching each other how to like fight with knives and stuff in the background.
They got that from somewhere.
Yeah,
he must know how to do this stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Which we should probably cut here and catch up with our lad Samson.
Yeah.
Who
loves trains.
Yeah, Ray Fiennes had given him some pills, like
mostly antipsychotics, probably some other downers or some kind of something to help
stabilizers.
Yeah, something to help the
rage virus,
help it be absorbed into his system. The antipsychotics.
Yeah. So he gives him this, and Samson just kind of goes. You know, he kind of leaves.
Then he wandered off.
He kind of leaves while Dr. Kelson is setting this whole production up. And he goes to a train, and then we see again probably
he's hearing a train. Before this, he's hearing train sounds.
Yeah, and we see him have these really docile moments where he's like walking through the woods slowly. He's like looking and listening to like trees and birds.
It's like he can see the trees for the first time.
He gets a blackberry and he eats it. And it's like almost like a slow enjoyment of food where he's like really kind of lost in it. And at this point, he even has a loincloth on.
Yeah, we stopped seeing his penis.
Yeah, which quite large.
All right, chill out.
And so, yeah, he has these kind of like, I don't know, of like audio hallucination type things of a train.
Yeah. And
there is a train from the very first movie. And I wonder if we're going to get back to the procreation part, but that's not either here or there.
Yeah, they didn't really touch on it.
They go back to the train, and he's sitting down in the train, and he's sitting down as if he's like a passenger on the train still. And then we get like kind of like a flashback vision of him on the train. And you can see all these people on the train. It looks like it's 28 years prior, like when this outbreak happened. And I don't know if you noticed, but if you look back at the cart, you do see someone freaking out as if they're infected.
I thought I was crazy.
Yeah, no, they're like, as he's like kind of chilling, he looks back and there's someone very
half a frame.
Yeah.
Half a frame of somebody way back.
Yeah. And they are like convulsing as if they've been bitten.
I didn't know if that was anything or like it was a cut thing that they couldn't get rid of.
No, it was very intentional.
Okay.
All right. So that's what happened to the train and that's why it derailed.
Got it.
So anyways, he sees the woman on the train asking for tickets.
Taker,
and she goes, ticket, please. And it cuts to all like everyone stops looking at him, stops and looks at him. And then it cuts to back. Real life. And these zombies have followed him into the train.
His pack.
Yeah. And they're staring at him and they look vicious, which they don't normally look vicious to the alphas.
So something has changed that they can see.
And if his eyes are no longer red.
Right.
Whites of his eyes are there and he has color. And the vision cuts where the ticket lady goes, tickets, please. And then there's a quick flash of she looks kind of zombified. And then it cuts again and he goes, I'm sorry, I don't have a ticket.
I don't have a ticket.
Yeah, and the zombies swarm him,
Yeah.
and a huge fight goes on. We don't really know what happens.
He's kind of getting
Yeah.
his ass kicked a little bit.
Yeah.
He's like it's like he's flashing in and out of being a human and being an alpha. Every time he gets bit, he's like, ah, he rips him apart.
I was wondering that too.
And then he stops for a second, and then it gets attacked again. And then he goes, rah, and then he does that. So like he keeps like, it's like he's realizing that he has this strength every time.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I was like, wait, if he's bitten again, is he just going to turn again?
It seems like
that's what I was wondering.
It's not like the virus multiplies every time. You know, it's kind of just, it's already in his system. Now he just has some kind of filter.
Yeah, but like now it's like him as a human.
Now he can see through it.
Yeah, but like now he is a human who's kind of cured.
Kind of.
Now he's stronger than he's ever been. And he's like, oh, wait, I got to be kind of primal with these guys. And he fights his ass off.
He fights him. We cut when he is, it seems like he doesn't have a chance.
Yeah.
But then later on he emerges. He's covered in blood. So he must have won.
But he seems to be cured.
Which is...
Or is it kind of vague?
I feel like it's got to be temporary, because even people that take antipsychotics have to take on them every couple of days.
Yeah. And so we also cut. So he gets off the train. That happens during the day, and we cut to night. This production's going on, and Jimmy Inc. has agreed to. Well, I'm sorry. Spike has a conversation with Dr. Kelson, who is dying, can't save him. Like there's no other doctor, and he thanks him for saving him. You know, he's like,
well, hold on. We skipped a part where they actually crucified Jimmy Crystal.
That happens after.
So what does Jimmy Inc. stab him?
Yeah. Who?
Who stabs Jimmy Crystal?
Jimmy Inc. does.
After she kills the fingers, she stabs him?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So he's dying too, but he's not dead.
Right.
Or incapacitated, I'll say. Dr. Kelson is dying. Like, no, there's no saving him. And so they kind of have a last heart to heart, like, thanks for saving me. And he's like, it's fine. You know, like Kelson this entire time has kind of been flirting with death with his interactions with Samson. Like he was fully ready to die.
Yeah, he doesn't, his bone temple's done.
Yeah.
It goes on forever. Like, I can't really add too much more to this. You know?
And so he kind of is ready to go. And then Jimmy Inc. then goes, well, then I'll help you with the one thing you told me to do. And she crucifies Jimmy Crystal upside down.
Which the logistics of that, I mean, he's got to be close, 185.
Not light.
But they got him upside down and held him there while they nailed him up. All right. Maybe they had some kind of a pulley system. You're right.
I don't know the logistics. Of
maybe they rigged some kind of a fulcrum.
Yeah. So, love simple mechanics.
Yeah.
So anyways, Kelson's there dying. Spike leaves with Jimmy Inc. And she kind of officially does take him under her wing.
Yeah, they both take the wigs off, which, by the way, they've been wearing blonde wigs this whole time.
Yeah, to match Jimmy Crystal. And we see Jimmy Crystal is crucified upside down, and he is kind of
slowly bleeding out.
He's like, why have you forsaken me? You know,
I don't hear you anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't hear old Nick anymore. And then he sees Samson come in.
Hello.
And maybe it's because of whatever Kelson blew into his face, but he sees a horned satanic figure come towards him.
And he is, again, covered in blood, so he is red.
Yeah.
So maybe he thinks this is old Nick in person.
And he picks up Dr. Kelson, and he goes, like, he full coherent, Dr. Kelson, thank you. You know? And he picks up Dr. Kelson and walks away, leaving Jimmy Crystal to be bit by a zombie. It's kind of, it's that cut. And then we meet up. We are now at a cottage, a walled off cottage.
I believe they're in the Hebrides, which are the islands off the coast of Scotland. I'm pretty sure that's where they're at now.
Yeah, and if you notice, this little walled off or fenced off cottage that we see these survivors in, we don't know who's in there yet, is the taxi from the first 28 weeks later or 28 days later.
I didn't notice that. That's sick.
It was the taxi. So
they do get through the fence at the end of that movie.
Sounds like it. Okay. So anyways,
obviously they do.
We see a young girl who, it looks like a flashback because, like, why would a young girl be doing homework at this time, you know? And they're talking about what happened between World War I and World War II versus the punishments for the aggressors in those wars.
Yeah.
And then we hear a teacher-like figure in the background saying, well, the punishments for World War I is what led to World War II. That's why in World War II they chose not to punish so harshly and
Yes.
help them, fix their issues.
Yeah.
And then we see that the guy talking is Jim. It's
From the-
Cillian Murphy.
From the very first 28 days later from
he's
20
back,
years ago.
which
28 years ago.
really cool to see. Really, it was really awesome to see.
Yeah,
him there.
I like that a lot. What's her name was not there.
Was it Celine? I don't know if I'm right on the name.
I don't remember her name. Did we at least get the actress's name?
Yes. It is Selena. It is Naomi Harris.
Naomi Harris. Okay.
Yeah.
At the end of 28 days later, Naomi Harris, Cillian Murphy, and someone else, right? Someone else is with them. It's this young girl, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a different young girl.
Yes. It was the daughter of the taxi driver.
We should probably rewatch that.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
The
cop. He wasn't a taxi driver. He was a cop.
Was he a cop?
Yeah.
Oh, he is driving the taxi, but yeah, he's a cop.
He's a cop.
His daughter, they get out, the three of them.
Yeah, so what happened to her?
Wasn't in the flashback.
Oh. All right. So it's assumed that Cillian Murphy and Naomi Harris's character had a child, and this is that child. That's what I got out of that.
Yeah.
And they're out in a cottage, just chilling. He's grilling them. He has a whole school system set up just for one person, seemingly. Yeah. And it's great. He seems like they're doing fine. And then they hear screaming, and they look out on a hill way out, and they see Spike and Jimmy Inc. running from some zombies. And my favorite line of the film, do we help them? And he's like, of course we do. And then the movie's over.
It cuts, yeah.
I love that. Like, of course we do.
Yeah.
It's like that's the ultimate good. It
yeah.
will overcome all of this garbage.
Yeah, I think both movies of this new trilogy have yet to see if it's going to be a finished trilogy.
I hope it is.
Both of these movies do end on a hopeful note.
Sure.
Like it is very much like 28 weeks later, especially, was one that was like, ooh, fuck, like back into the frying pan with this one, and this one definitely leaves a more hopeful note. I'm wondering how it leads into the third movie. I'm very curious. I hope we get a third movie.
Me too. It really deserves it. I hope Cillian Murphy's front and center for it.
Yeah.
And he's able to like set up a new generation of whatever with these young folks.
Yeah.
Help set something up.
The right amount of callbacks. I love the taxi being there. I love the cottage is literally the same cottage from the ending of the first movie, where you see them putting out the SOS sign on the field. But yeah, like this is, I really wonder what happens with the outside looking in stuff. I want to see the other governments in some capacity in the next movie.
Of course we do.
And
I love the message of that. It's a real life thing that for some reason we have a debate for is like, do we help these people that need our help? Of course we do.
Yeah. Again, it kind of leads in with the central themes of this movie of, the advantageous Jimmy Crystal, using a literal apocalypse to kind of put himself on a pedestal. And then Dr. Kelson, a man of science,
who chooses isolation over helping really anyone. He wants to build a bunch of bones in the wilderness instead of helping any of the settlements around, which he could easily do. Yeah. He chooses to isolate himself. So there's like ineffectual good or extremely effectual evil.
Yeah.
And there's something in the middle. And we have to find that. Yeah. All right.
I dig it. I go watch this movie.
Yeah, check it out, please.
It's really good.
Let's twist it up real quick.
Twist it up.
I'm gonna twist it up. I'm gonna go 7.
7?
Twisted 7. Really fun time.
Oh, whoops.
Really fun time.
I'm leaning 8. Although I'm trying to rate it off of the previous one.
Yeah. Is it better than the other one? I think
no, for me personally, I like the first one better. I do love that mother-son story. Like, to me,
Yeah, it
that
did.
was a very, like, I
I
did not expect that in coming back to the 28 weeks later
I liked it a lot
universe.
too, even though it didn't make a lot of sense. Because
Yeah,
again,
there's definitely
why didn't he go get the doctor and bring him
yeah,
over
I
here?
remember I told you
Yeah.
that. I was like, that would have been the better option, but he's a kid, you know?
All
Like,
right.
they don't like, you kinda have to let that go. But I do like that theme being, just a kid doing anything to, you know, help and save his mom. Like, that hit me harder. But this one has way more Ray Fiennes in it, and he's phenomenal.
He's
He's
just
so
having
good.
such a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this an 8. Uh,
Okay.
I really hope I'm giving, you know, the final 28 years later installment a 10. Like, I hope
I
they
really
wrap a
hope they do
bow.
something.
Yeah, I really hope they
Even if it's just like a limited series, which this should have been.
yeah, this honestly feels like a side story happening in the 28
Yeah.
days later universe, you know, which if this is the kind of stories are going to come out of this central idea of zombies in the UK, I'm all for.
Let's do that. Do
Yeah.
like an anthology thing
Yeah,
that
I
kind of has like a ties, fills in the gaps of this.
yeah, like a director like, well, I got an idea for a story,
Yeah.
quick little one off. All right, cool.
Throw some young directors,
4-hour miniseries.
couple
Go
$1
ahead.
million. Go
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
But yeah, like I definitely hope this isn't the end of this universe. I hope they
Yeah.
do more. Um, yeah, it's 8 for me. Looking forward to the next one. I really hope it's a because the numbers were bad. Like I
They
don't
weren't bad.
I don't think it made its budget back.
With VOD, it for sure did.
I hope it does, but I genuinely hope that Danny Boyle is like, I know you have some reservations with how the last one did. Here's the plan that we've been building towards this entire time. And I hope Alex Garland can sweep them off their feet. Like I hope it really is an event movie.
Is it written? Does he have it written?
He's supposed to write all 3.
But I mean, does he have it written?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if again, I hope it's a big presentation that sweeps the studio on, you know, off their feet, and they're like, we got to make this, we got to finish the story. You know, it'd be really cheap to not do it. And yeah, I think they would lean that way because you get Cillian Murphy, one of the hottest actors right now, off of Peaky Blinders on Immortal Man on Netflix. So hoping.
All right.
But yeah, give this one a shot, guys. Watch it.
For sure.
We will catch you guys next time.
Peace and love.
How's that?
How's that?
I love that was their amen. How's that?
How's that?